Kuduro is a type of music and dance originally developed in Angola in the 1980s. It is characterized as uptempo, energetic, and danceable. Kuduro began in Luanda, Angola in the late 1980s. Initially, producers sampled traditional carnival music like soca and zouk from the Caribbean, and also semba from Angola, and laid this around a fast 4/4 beat. The Kuduro is similar to the Kizomba rhythm. The lyrics are usually in Portuguese. Origins: the roots of Kuduro can be traced to the late 1980s when producers in Luanda, Angola started mixing African percussion samples with zouk and soca to create a style of music then known as batuta. European and American electronic music had begun appearing in the market, which attracted Angolan musicians and inspired them to incorporate their own musical styles. Young producers began adding heavy African percussion to both European and American beats. In Europe, Western house and techno producers mixed it with house and techno. The history of Kuduro has come about in a time of Angolan civil unrest, and provided a means of coping with hardship and positivity for the younger generation. With the strong immigration to Portugal of Angolan citizens, Kuduro spread and evolved further in the neighborhoods of Lisbon, with the inclusion of additional musical elements from genres of Western European electronic music, giving origin to the progressive Kuduro. According to Tony Amado, self-proclaimed creator of Kuduro, he got the idea for the dance after seeing Jean-Claude Van Damme in the 1989 film Kickboxer, in which he appears in a bar drunk, and dances in a hard and unusual style. As Vivian Host points out in her article, despite the common assumption that world music from non-Western countries holds no commonalities with Western modern music, Angolan Kuduro does contain elements in common with punk, deep tribal house, and even daft punk. And although Angolan Kuduro reflects an understanding and an interpretation of Western musical forms, the world music category that it fits under tends to reject the idea of Western musical imperialism. Terminology: the name of the dance refers to a peculiar movement in which the dancers seem to have hard buttocks, simulating an aggressive and agitated dance style. Popularity: Kuduro is very popular across former Portuguese overseas countries in Africa, as well as in the suburbs of Lisbon, Portugal, due to the large number of Angolan immigrants. In the Lisbon variety, which mixes Kuduro with house and techno music, Baraka Som Sistema, a Portuguese Angolan electronic dance music project based in Portugal, was responsible for the internationalization of Kuduro, presenting the genre across Europe. It featured in several international music magazines, after their appearance with their hit Ya. Baraka Som Sistema takes its name from Baraka, a Lisbon suburb in the municipality of Amadra. Since the explosion of the Baraka Som Sistema, Kuduro dance performance videos find an increasing audience on internet video platforms like YouTube. The videos range in quality from MTV standard to barely recognizable mobile phone footage. I Love Kuduro a traveling festival that has become known as one of the largest gatherings dedicated to the Kuduro genre and lifestyle. It was created by Angolan artist Cora, copyright on DA in 2011, with premiere events in the Showcase Club in Paris followed Arena Club in Berlin under the name Kuduro Sessions. It included Angolan legends such as Noite E. Dyer, Nakabeta, Bruno M., DJ Znobia, Big Nilo, the then up-and-coming Titica, Francis Boyos Namea, DJ Jeff and DJ Silavai, as well as with a slew of international guests/Kuduro supporters such as Louis Vega and Anana, copyright Vega, Yusun Lade, Daniel Hormaxman, John Diggeed, Hernan Cattaneo, Trent Amola, DF Sutz, Diego Miranda, and Wretch 32, among others. The first event of Love Kuduro in Luanda was a two-day festival that received over 14,000 Kuduro fans in January 2012 at the Luanda International Fairgrounds. The event has happened annually in Luanda, with various events happening around the world in cities such as Paris, Amsterdam, Stockholm, Rio de Janeiro, New York and Washington, D.C. Including a recent event at the 2014 Techno Parade in Paris, as the Os Kuduristas tour, which focused mainly on bringing the broader Luanda urban culture to Kuduro lovers around the world, with an emphasis on dance. The most recent event was an I Love Kuduro pop-up float at the 2014 Techno Parade in Paris. I Love Kuduro a film I Love Kuduro directed by brothers Mario and Pedro Patricinio premiered with great success at the International Film Festival of Rio de Janeiro, the largest film festival in Latin America, and at Portugal, in Doc Lisboa. I Love Kuduro was shot in Angola and presents the origin of the Kuduro phenomenon. Artists and famous titles. MIA has supported Kuduro music, working on the song Sound of Kuduro with Baraka Som Sistema in Angola. It initially came from kids not having anything to make music on other than cell phones, using samples they'd get from their PCs and mobile sound buttons, MIA said of Kuduro. It's a rave-y, beat-oriented sound. Now that it's growing, they've got proper PCs to make music on. Os Lambos, Comboio, Costuleta, Kuduro, Xiriri, Akixor, Chiriri, Puto Prata e Bruno Carapoda, Puto Portuguese se Nakabeta, Baba, Baraka Som Sistema, Kalamba, Baraka Som Sistema, King Kuduro, Il Faut Danza, La Son Qlt Faut, Papa London, Danza Kuduro, Lucenzo Feet. Bigali Vemdana Section Kuduro, Luki Gomez, Twirsi, We Gonna Have It, Gingina, Sissy K, Spoiling the Coin, Antonio Carglush Feet Renestinu, Siad Kse Good, Elizio, Sabi Dimaz, Ginos and Nalinu Feet Papi Sanchez Pop Kuduro, Don Omar Feet Lucenzo Danza Kuduro, William Epps, Kuduro, Titico Kuduro Dance Queen, Fofando and Sabarosa, Zaki Kuduro, Oznamea, Cora Copyright on Dao Kuduro Luvin. References. External links, long academic article on Kuduro, blog about Kuduro, Larkiz.